Last year, Demon Slayer came as a welcome surprise for the anime community. In the span of a single season, it went from being a good adaptation of a not very well-known manga to breaking the internet. In a year filled with numerous notable titles, it managed to go head-to-head with shows such as Dr. Stone, Vinland Saga, Dororo, The Promised Neverland, and My Hero Motherfucking Academia, which is no small feat. Hello peeps, it's your friendly neighborhood degenerate. Welcome to another Top 10 video. Today, let's talk about 10 awesome moments from this one hell of a show. Also like the video and subscribe for more awesome content coming your way. Number 10, not your typical hero. What better way to start this list than with the start of one of the most endearing character arcs in all of anime. Now, a lot of people categorize Demon Slayer as a shonen, and I get where they're coming from. It was published in a shonen jump, it has characters that would not be out of place in a shonen, and most of all, it follows the typical format found in any given shonen. That is, a protagonist who has a clear goal in mind, fights off enemy after enemy, all the while training to become even stronger. Especially those first episodes that really like their Monster of the Week format. However, in reality, Demon Slayer is a dark fantasy adventure show, although it doesn't get as gritty as many of the other dark fantasy anime. Now, you can see this in the way the anime treats its baddies, the demons. Every single one that Tanjiro faces is uglier and more despicable than the last one. But rather than making them out to be stereotypical monsters, they are revealed to be the victims, painting them in a morally gray light. You actually feel bad for them. Granted, this is something that you see in some shonen as well. Think Pain from Naruto or Hero Killer Stain from My Hero Academia. But in these anime, it's done sparingly, exclusively to break the monotony of the usual bad guys, which is completely opposite for Demon Slayer, where the actual bad monsters are few and far between. Another staple of shonen is the big dream of the protagonist. I want to become the strongest fighter in the universe. I want to become Hokage. I want to be the king of pirates. Tanjiro, however, doesn't have such high ambitions for himself. He's living a simple and happy life with his family when he is forced to jump headfirst into the world of demons and slayers for the sake of his sister. And therein lies the essence of what makes Tanjiro so lovable. His bond with Nezuko. His goal is to protect his little sister and turn her back into a human, only because he loves her unconditionally. And there isn't any weird incestuous tension between the two either, which is something that a lot of anime do for some godforsaken reason. It's pure, unadulterated familial love. And his fight with Giyu Tomioka beautifully showcases this, as well as his resolve. And later, when you find out that Tomioka is a Hashira and you realize just how crazy strong he is, Tanjiro starts looking a lot more badass. Now you better understand Tomioka's decision to send him for Slayer training. Number 9, The Strangers. Now this scene I like in particular because I was not expecting to get the feels this early in the series. After putting him through a year and a half of arduous training, Urokodaki gives Tanjiro the impossible task to cut a huge ass boulder if he wants to take the Demon Slayer Corps final selection test. Why? Because he doesn't want another of his students to fall victim to this creepy motherfucker. Enter Sabito and Makomo, two orphans raised by Urokodaki who put Tanjiro through another 6 months of hell. Now, I can't exactly put my finger on how, but the anime does a great job of making these two memorable. You can even get a clear read on their personalities in the short amount of time they are on screen. On top of that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but to me, they appear to be rather melancholic, which is something that makes sense when you realize that they are Urokodaki's old students who were killed by the Hand Demon along with 11 others. They train Tanjiro in hopes to make him strong enough to kill the demon and survive the final selection, something they themselves couldn't do. And the result of that training is, well, take a look for yourself. 一瞬で勝負は決まった。この日、この瞬間初めて俺の歯が先にサビトに届いた。気づくとサビトは消えていて、
サビとの面を切ったはずの俺の刀は岩を切っていた。
And after all this, they still make you feel bad for the hand demon. Fuck you, Demon Slayer, for playing with my feelings like that. Number 8. Player 2 has entered the game.
全ての鬼の急所を外れている。途中で型を変えたからだ。
Now this is a scene I love so goddamn much because it takes an established dynamic and flips it on its head. From the start of the show, we know that Nezuko is to be protected because Nezuko is vulnerable. Nezuko is precious. Nezuko is, well, she's not all there, is she? And like I said, that's Tanjiro's whole shtick. He wants to protect his sister and turn her back into a human. Totally understandable. Sold 100%. But then Nezuko does this. She is the one who protects Tanjiro. She steps out and fights the demon head on, establishing once and for all that she will not be the damsel in distress of this story, no siree. Rather than just leaving her be as a mere plot device or moe fan service, the anime turns her character into that of a protagonist with actual agency over the plot, as is shown later down the line again and again. Oh, Nezuko, you're just so goddamn precious. Not to mention, she bursts out of that box like a total fucking badass and kicks the guy so hard his head spins. Literally. Let's sample that one more time. Brilliant. Number 7. Not a sports anime. Now here's a scene that's equal parts awesome and ridiculous. Tanjiro and Nezuko face off against their strongest enemies yet. Two of Muzan's elite, the 12th Kizuki. Well, not really, but Tanjiro and Nezuko don't know that. And they have a really hard time fighting these two, and by that I mean they get their asses handed to them. Nezuko's leg is cut off. Tanjiro's being thrown left and right. For the first time you get to see high-ranking demons. Except they're not high-ranking demons, they're just crazy strong. The actual high-ranking demons would obviously be a lot stronger. And if our protagonists can't even handle riffraff like these, how will they face the real Kizuki? Well, it turns out that they can handle riffraff like that. Tanjiro by proving his swordsmanship skills and adaptability in battle, and Nezuko by showing her superhuman strength and badass soccer skills.
Nederland gaat in de halve finale komen. Ik heb opeens zo'n gevoel dat we in de halve finale...
I love this fight because it not only showcases the strength of demons that, even though aren't the Kizuki, are a lot closer to Muzan than any other demon we've seen so far, but it also features the previously established dynamic of Nezuko and Tanjiro both being active players in the game, as well as the coordination between the siblings. Not to mention Muzan's ruthlessness and his complete indifference towards his own followers. Number 6. Smooth Demon. I had never thought that Tanjiro would come face to face with the main antagonist so early in the anime. It comes out of nowhere at a totally unexpected time. Tanjiro has just arrived in the city, and the next moment he's standing in front of none other than Muzan freaking Jackson himself. Now there are a couple of reasons why I like this scene. One, like I said, Muzan's sudden appearance. Two, the way he is shown to be living like an ordinary family man. He doesn't exactly fit the picture of the monster we've been hearing about all this time. He's got a lovely wife with him, he's got a cute daughter, and they're both humans. What? This is far from what I was expecting, and Tanjiro's reaction is exactly the reaction I had. I was confused and speechless. Tanjiro, like any normal person, is stunned and can't think for shit. And as a result, he can't do anything and stands there frozen in shock. And 3, the way Muzan reacts to the situation, he immediately understands what the hell is going on, even though it's not something that happens to him all the time. I mean, it's not like your quiet demon gangster life life is interrupted by a slayer with superhuman olfactory senses every day, is it? He stays calm and talks as if he doesn't know what's happening, offering to help Tanjiro as if he's concerned for a lost boy so that his family would not suspect anything. And then he's a random guy in the blink of an eye to distract Tanjiro and show off his power. I mean, weird flex, but okay. Now this is one hell of a way to introduce your villain. Number 5, the Sleepwalker.
すみません善一さんいや合図をしてくれよ
When you write a comic relief side character who is annoying and useless most of the time, you gotta give him some redeeming qualities. Some anime do this by making them a strategist, some as an ex machina, while others just make them shout out exposition. Demon Slayer silently laughs at these anime by making its comic relief annoying useless character a fucking badass. Zenitsu is a complicated character to say the least. He knows one move and one move only. His mentor beat it into him so hard that it became a survival reflex, forever etched into his subconscious. There's not a lot to explain in this scene, so just sit back and take a look at this and tell me if this is not one of the most awesome looking scenes you've ever seen in any anime. Goddamn brilliant. Now this is a special move that is very, very effective. You guys must have heard of it before. It's called Unlimited Budget Works and it works wonders. Number 4, the Bloodbath. Oh boy. Oh boy, what a scene. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you consider the Mount Natagumo arc to be the true end of the season. Technically speaking, it is the true end of the season. But hey, we got more episodes. What's there to complain about? After going through some bone-crushing, sword-breaking, emotion-churning, and blood-exploding battles up in the mountain, Tanjiro and the gang finally take a breather. Healing, getting massages, playing tag, and doing other wholesome stuff in general. And the anime takes its time immersing you in this calm, healing environment until it finally sucker punches you in the gut with its biggest and most gruesome bloodbath yet, all the while giving you one of the most confusing boners of your entire life. Tell me, in all honesty, how many of you thought that one day you will be weirdly attracted towards an animated cross-dressing Michael Jackson as he slaughters his underlings using his overpowered demon abilities? Yeah, that's what I thought. 0. Number 3. Lightning versus Poison. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the pure awesomeness that my boy Zenitsu radiates could not be justified with just one mention, now could it? Ah, Zenitsu. You just keep getting more and more awesome with every damn episode. And this particular episode takes its time to dig into his past and give us some of that sweet, sweet backstory, as well as introducing us to the most disgusting looking demon in the whole series. No? What do you mean no? You mean to tell me that that's not the most disgusting looking demon in the whole series? Well, let me hear you say that when you have insectophobia or whatever it's called, like I do. Fuck, I hate bugs. For me, the best part of this episode is when Zenitsu, in all his unconscious glory, is not able to hit the spider demon. He takes the only move that he knows to a whole nother level. Thunder breathing, first form, thunderclap and flash, sixfold. With old Gramps talking about honing your skill to its limit and becoming the most durable blade, this scene gives me goosebumps every single time. This is the living embodiment of Bruce Lee's code. I don't fear the man who's practiced 10,000 moves once. I fear the man who has practiced one move 10,000 times. And that man's name is Zenitsu Agatsuma. Number 2. Blessed Rain after the drought. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but it's been a while since I talked about Tanjiro, so let's do just that. Now this scene is one of the most beautiful and emotionally charged scenes I've ever seen in ever, and it shows one of the best qualities of our protagonist, mercy. You see, Mommy Demon is responsible for ruthlessly murdering dozens of demon slayers in the raid of Mount Nadagumo, and heaven knows how many innocent people before that. After Inosuke pinpoints her location, he picks up an unsuspecting Tanjiro and flings him in her direction. At first, Tanjiro is confused, but once he spots the Mommy Demon, he readies his blade, going in for the kill. But shocking twist, she is doing this out of fear of her quote-unquote family. She gets tortured and abused almost every day. It's not like she wants to turn people into undead mannequins. She's doing this on Rui's orders. And she can't run away either. I mean, she's a demon now. She's lost her humanity. Wherever else in the world can she have a life? That is, if she can get away from Rui and this asshole in the first place. That is why she sees Tanjiro as a way out and offers him her life willingly. Tanjiro, with his incredible battle senses, realizes this and changes his attack to a gentler one. Water-breathing fifth form, Blessed Rain after the Draught, thus giving her a calm and peaceful death and ending her suffering. And the only word that comes to your mind as you reach for the tissues is beautiful. That's what this scene does. It makes death look beautiful. That's the sheer genius of it.
温かいこれで解放される
And finally, number one, that one scene. This is it, boys and gals. This is the moment that lit the internet on fire. One single episode that made history. Not gonna lie, I said, oh shit, so many times during this episode. Now, I'm not gonna go into the details here. There's a crap ton of videos that explain all the intricate details as to what makes this scene so epic. The plot, the animation, the themes, and this goddamn song all come together to make one hell of a scene. Just look at this. How is this possible? Total fucking masterpiece. Alright guys, that's it from me for today. Let me know what's your favorite moment from Demon Slayer down in the comments section. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Check out some other videos on the channel. Just click around, you know, and eat your veggies. And don't go outside. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.